Today on 3D Outdoors, we have a VR to Poor Man's Stack. Stay tuned. All right, Poor Man's Stack is getting geared up. He's ready to go for the spring season, to where the flea market's open and garage sales and all kinds of things like that. And I am too. That time of year opens up a lot of things. Right now we're kind of limited to a few hunting activities and some ice fishing here in the Midwest because everything's froze over, maybe some coin roll hunting and whatnot. But especially like the week that's coming up here, and it was probably the week in the past by the time this video gets posted due to the scheduling order. But we're going to drop into low single digits. In a couple of the days, we're not even going to come above zero. I think Friday our high is going to be a -3. So not very good for doing things outside. A time to get things ready inside, but like you, Poor Man's Stack, I am ready to get out there again. I'm ready to check out some of those yard sales and other sales and events. And Poor Man's Stack wanted us to do a video in the meantime to keep our spirits up of 3 items that we found that were great bargains, whether it be on flea markets or garage sales or internet or wherever. So I've picked my 3 here. We'll start off with, I have a series of Mercury Dimes here, the whole set of 3 of 42, the set of 3 of 43, the set of 3 of 44, and the set of 3 of 45. Now this is one of those situations where I was sitting on eBay just kind of floating around a little bit, and I was checking out the silver prices on there. And right now, as most of you are probably aware, the silver prices just went, well, way too high. So not very often do I get very good deals on silver anymore. But once in a while, there's a few of them that I'll put on the watch list or whatever. And this one happened to come up that the auction was ending on my watch list, and I went in and checked it out, and the price was low. I don't know if the way they had it listed that people weren't seeing it or what the situation was, because as you can see, there's 3, 6, 9, 12 dimes there, and they should have been going higher than what they did. I don't remember exactly what I paid for them, but I went, wow, that is a really good deal. So I watched it right down to the wire, and with a few seconds remaining, I dropped in a bid for, I think it was 50 cents over what the other person had on it. Now, had that other person had a little higher bid, I wouldn't have won, obviously, because you can put in a bid and it'll count against it and whatnot if you've ever done the eBay thing. The other person hadn't, and I ended up winning the auction, and I got the 12 Mercury Dimes, so I have all 3 of all 4 of these years, which is pretty cool, and it was at a great price. And like I said, I don't remember the exact price, but I do remember it was really good, especially for right now, how everything's going for prices. So the next item is a revolver, a Ruger Red Hawk 44 Magnum, as a matter of fact. And I did not have a 44 Magnum in the 3D Outdoors collection. Had a 357, but not a 44, no 44s as a matter of fact. And I'd always wanted one. So I was watching an auction, went to an auction. There were actually quite a few people there. And if any of you watch gun prices, you know that for some odd reason, revolvers bring a premium price. You would think the semi-automatic, higher capacity pistols would bring a higher price, but no. Revolvers are the guns that command the higher prices in the store and at auctions. And I kept bidding on this and bringing the price up and up a little bit, but I knew where I wanted to stop, and I ended up getting it. So another great deal, and an addition to my collection of something that I didn't have. And it's a great firearm that I can go on the range and shoot with, or I can take this hunting. The caliber is large enough, course, 357 is as well, but a 357 and a 44, and this is a 44 Magnum, are large enough calibers that they qualify for big game hunting here in the state that I live in. So this will probably get used in an upcoming deer season. And then the last item, and the most expensive item, sitting here on the table, is another great deal. This is a Minelab Equinox 800. You've probably seen it in many of my videos. And the reason that you've seen this one in a lot of videos is I've started using this one a lot more. I have two. I have the one that I originally purchased, and I don't remember the vendor. I think I got it from Kellyco. But anyway, I was searching around on the websites for Equinox users one day, and a gentleman had posted this for sale. And the price seemed really good when I read through what it all had. And I don't know if you can see everything from the camera angle there, but if you are a Minelab person, you can tell that this is not original. It has a carbon fiber shaft on it, which is neat. It's lightweight, collapses down nicely, takes up less space if you were transporting it or traveling with it. It has the stand. I don't use this very often, to be quite honest with you. I just kind of drop it on the ground when we're digging treasures out of the ground, but it does have the stand with it. That was a cool add-on. It has the cover for the screen, so it has the screen protector on it. And then it came with a fines pouch, similar to the one that I used to wear. I've kind of downsized a little bit now. Maybe later on in the year here, before we start metal detecting in the spring, I'll do a gear review of what we're using for gear, what Poppy has, what I have. But I had the fines bag and a Garrett Carrot pinpointer, and the price was really good. So I reached out to the gentleman, and I'm interested, but what's the deal here? And I am serious about this, so let's talk this over. Well, started having a conversation with him, and he said he had taken up golf, bought golf clubs, and taken up metal detecting and bought the Equinox, and his other half had told him that he had to pick one. So he was trying to sell this one. He had chose to golf. Wouldn't have been my choice, but hey, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. So he had this for sale and had it for a great price. I bought it from him. It showed up. Everything was in the box. All the factory stuff was there, and all the aftermarket stuff was there, and the additional fines bag, and the Garrett Carrot. Oh yeah, and another digger too. So I've got a spare digger to boot. So I have a spare pinpointer. Well, I have several of those now, but another one, another additional digger, and this Equinox, which I put the latest revision and software on, left the other one revision behind so I can kind of play with the two to see what the difference is in the software updates. But this one, because it has the carbon fiber shaft and the screen protector and everything and the upgraded software, I've been using this one more than the rest. So there you go, poor man Stack. There is my VR for you for my great finds. This is Dan with 3D Outdoors, reminding you to get into the outdoors and enjoy everything it has to offer. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button at the bottom. See you next time.